Apple Valley subdues stubborn Silverado, overcoming an overabundance of penalties and beating the Hawks 42-0. 4 Jayden Max Denegal touchdown passes and runs from Denegal and Kaleb Most account for the Sun Devils scoring, while the Sun Devils defense registers its second straight shutout over a Desert Sky League opponent. To Silverado's credit, the Hawks become the first team to deny Apple Valley any points in the first quarter, thanks to a number of outstanding defensive efforts. This Fredrick Hunter interception halts the first Sun Devils possession of the night. When Apple Valley's offense does click early on, holding penalties nullify big plays, and the Sun Devils will be denied pay dirt until early in the second quarter. Let's back it up a bit, though, and show how this game unravels from the start. The Hawks will recover Apple Valley's onside kick attempt at midfield to start the game. Coach Kieron Jones' offense will move the ball effectively against the vaunted Sun Devils defense at the outset. On 3rd and 7 at Apple Valley's 48, Roberto Ruiz hits Linda Ravar on the slant pattern for the game's initial first down. Fredrick Hunter carries on 3 straight plays, carrying into the Sun Devils' red zone. J.D. Reed, 57, and Keenan Eck, 14, lead the Sun Devils tacklers in the sack, throwing the Hawks back out of the red zone. The drive will stall. The Hawks try for a field goal from 28 yards out, but the high swirling winds lend to the miss, and Apple Valley takes over. Kaleb Most's first carry is good for 21 yards across the 40, but this first Sun Devils possession is hampered by a combination of defensive stops by the Hawks and major penalties against the Sun Devils.
1st and 5.
Andrew Almost, 27, tackles Kaleb Most after a gain of 6. Richard Reed, 9, leads Hawks tacklers. Richard Reed, 6 foot, 180-pound junior. After an illegal procedure penalty moves the visitors back to a 2nd and 15 at midfield, Damien Guillen breaks through for a long gain down the far sidelines, but the first of the holding penalties nullifies the gain and puts Apple Valley back in their own territory. Andrew Almost limits the Damien Guillen gain. Andrew Almost, 6'2", 205-pound middle linebacker, a junior. He comes into this game Silverado's leading tackler, 26 tackles on the year in the first 4 games. The Jayden Max Denegal pass into the stiff wind is corralled by Logan Moon, and the Sun Devils offense appears back on track with a first down at the 20. The blitzing Richard Reed derails the drive, the crushing sack by the stunting cornerback, pushing the Sun Devils back outside the 30. Jason Crawley tackles scrambling Jayden Denegal, bringing him down at the 36. The 6'1", 220-pound senior linebacker and returning All-Desert Sky League performer, 21 tackles on the year, coming in for Jason Crawley, 9 solo. This tackle gives him 10. Fredrick Hunter jumps the route and intercepts the 4th down pass attempt, effectively halting Apple Valley's first drive. But one of many standout plays on the night for the two-way starter, 2nd interception on the year for Fredrick Hunter. Apple Valley's defense denies the Hawks any traction offensively on their ensuing possession. It will be 3 and out for the Hawks, and the Sun Devils set up their second possession at Silverado's 41. Kaleb Most gets outside, benefiting from Dustin Reynolds' pancake block, but when the blocker lands on top of the defender, a holding penalty is called, and Apple Valley is backed up into a 1st and 16 from Silverado's 46. Hawks defender number 53 is Omarion Alexander, 5'10", 222-pound senior. This forces the Sun Devils into 2nd and 16. This time it's left tackle Raymond Polito, 79, with the pancake block. Damien Guillen zips through the hole, slides past one defender, and carries for 17 yards and a first down.
First down at the 30.
We see another penalty flag thrown as Damien Guillen zigzags his way through Silverado's second line of defense. The penalty moves it back to first and 11 back at the 31. We also see the clock winding down on the first quarter time. The slicing tackle by Fredrick Hunter with assists from Omarion Alexander and Andrew Olmos postpones Apple Valley's scoring drive into the second quarter. 3 plays at 45 seconds into quarter number 2. 2nd and 5 from the 13. Jayden Max Denegal's quick out to Logan Moon. The 6-foot, 175-pound senior wide receiver races into the end zone. First of 2 touchdown receptions on the night for Logan Moon, 7-0 Sun Devils. The Hawks respond by running right into the heart of the Apple Valley defense. Center Julian Hernandez and right guard Anthony Lopez clear the way. Fredrick Hunter, a gain of 35 yards. Just when you think you've thrown Fredrick Hunter for a loss, he spins away and breaks away down the sidelines across midfield for a gain of 15 yards to the Sun Devils' 44. This drive ends on the 4th down incompletion, Logan Moon nearly picking off the deflected pass. Apple Valley takes over at the 37. Kaleb Most sheds a tackler and picks up 21 yards to the Hawks' 43. Previewing how they will start the second half, the Sun Devils run 4 successive and successful running plays. Damien Guillen to the 10. Jayden Max Denegal gets outside down the Silverado sidelines until Ivan Lewis drags him down at the 5. Jayden Max Denegal, 6'5", 224 pounds. Ivan Lewis, 5'8", 187. Kaleb Most, who later scores a second half touchdown, meets a wall of resistance just shy of the goal line, bringing up 4th and goal from the 1. Jayden Max Denegal waits for the Arias brothers tandem to lead the way. Right guard Xavier Arias, 6'1", 300-pound senior. Right tackle Alexander Arias, 6', 230-pound junior. The senior quarterback rolls over the tacklers and breaks the plane of the goal line, and Apple Valley goes up 14-0. Silverado moves the ball out to the 42. Fredrick Hunter carries for 17 yards here before he's tripped up and gets banged up, leaving the field with 89 rushing yards so far on the night. Forced now to rely on their passing game, the Hawks' advance ends with the quarterback sack by J.D. Reed on the 4th down play at the Sun Devils' 37. James J.D. Reed, 57, is 6', 260 pounds, a senior. 79 is 6'7", 340-pound junior Raymond R.J. Polito. There are 2 minutes to go before halftime. Jayden Max Denegal engineers a 60-yard scoring drive. The pass completion to Isaiah Ojeda covering the first 19 yards. Isaiah Ojeda later the recipient of one of 2 Jayden Max Denegal's second half touchdown passes. The drive requires converting this 4th down opportunity, 4th and 4. Damien Guillen cuts behind the Ty Johnson Xavier Arias double team block past the Alexander Arias block and carries for the first down. 3 plays later, with 24 seconds before the first half expires, Jayden Max Denegal fires the 7-yard strike to Sterling Peck, and Apple Valley carries a 21-0 lead with them into the locker room at halftime. The 42-0 final score improves the Sun Devils' record to 3-2 and leaves the Hawks to seek their first win of the year when they host King from Riverside the following week. This online sports report served up by Down Home Grill. Happening now, smoked chicken, Siracha-garlic barbecue sauce with mashed potatoes and gravy, roasted vegetables, and fried Oreos, $13, 4-piece individual serving, family 12-piece serving, $39. Call 760-241-4663 for delivery, drive-through, curbside, or pickup. Down Home Grill, corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road in Victorville.